Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And guys, real quick, I'm really wondering who was watching my live stream yesterday, because I believe it is in that live stream that we took a trade together. Please watch it back. And I've also explained my reasonings for the trade, everything. Just want to quickly say the trade we took together live had popped off. So we basically bought some Bitcoin right around here. Justification for that being we got a breakout. And well, I'm gonna also say here that our trend line here, it basically hit it spot on. And during the live, I was already telling you guys, we have a 50-50 chance, basically, that we're gonna get rejected from this area or just blast through. But as I explained back then, if we blast through, I'll be adding more money to my long position on Bitcoin. And if we don't, it is either okay to just sell it back then at that point, which I said I think I would sell 50% then, or just kind of double down basically and basically try for the full sweep. But the fact that we were so spot on with this breakout is just very liberating, I guess. It's just very nice that it's a couple of times in a row now that we take these trades together and it's just working. And I'm not exactly sure anymore on what platform I showed you guys exactly the breakout and everything. I'm not sure if it was TradingView or Bybit for that matter. Might have been TradingView right here with a 1 hour breakout. For example, the breakout candle here with the confirming candle. I think it was this one, right, where we bought in and again, it got perfect rejection at the 50.4 thousand area, which we expressed before. Then again, congratulations to everybody. Why? Well, because again, in theory, right, this is let's quickly check it out. This is still a 2% trade here. You might think that's nothing. Well, we are using 15 times leverage, like I expressed yesterday too. So again, that is 15% basically times 2. So that's 30% win on our money basically in a very short amount of time, which again, I see as very nice, right? Could have most likely been a tad bit more, but you guys get the idea already. This is just very juicy as a start. All right. So having said that, what is my next trade going to be? Well, guys, I've already explained it a couple of times here, but we just got a rejection, actually got a double top here on the short term. So we're going to have to wait and see if or not it breaks out. And this breakout is going to be more critical because even though this was a micro move, right? Small move for Bitcoin, make a little bit of profit, make a little bit of pocket change basically. The bigger move is where the bigger money is about to be made. And I'm also going to tell you guys right here, if we actually do break out with some confirmation, I will buy a freaking ton of Bitcoin basically, or in a long position basically, over on Bybit because it's going to be, at least in my opinion, right, following my own strategy, it's going to be worth it. We have touched it now for the second time in the last couple of, I guess, weeks here, huh? It's already been the 7th or 6th of September since we last hit it, so it's been a month or so. We've hit it again. It could be that we get another rejection like right there, and of course, I'm preparing for that, which is also why, as I've explained right now, it's actually better to move up the stop loss to either entry or just a little bit below that on our most recent trade. I also expressed that earlier. Because again, we want to kind of take the bigger move, but it could get rejected right here and just kind of come back down to potentially about 48.2 thousand, or if things look bad, we go down a little bit further to about $45,000 or so. But let's stay positive right now and let's wait for either a confirmation, which is going to look like this, right? A green candle to kind of break through. Might be, completely on top. It might also look like this a little bit more. And then another confirming candle afterwards. And once that happens, we buy in, like I've expressed 1,000 times before, guys. But I am freaking excited, man. Perfect trade. And this time we had it live, so I'm really proud of that. Even though the majority of the trades we do are live. This is like, during a live stream, I even bought it and whatever. So, yeah. All right. Now, I also put it over on Twitter. So a couple of people were in. Actually, only one person, huh? Let me know in the comments section down below if you actually trade whenever I put up a trade live. You don't have to, guys, because not financial advice, but I have told you guys before, usually when I show it, I feel confident in it enough. All right. Reuter said, judge in Ripple cryptocurrency case wants token holders view. So about the situation, I saw a couple of people over in our Telegram group, which by the way, a link for is down below. You might want to check that out. It's just a Telegram group, which I talk a lot in myself and I made recently. So I think JustBC Ing is what the name is. JustBC English is what it's supposed to stand for. Make sure you check it out. A link is going to be down below. And what basically people expressed in there is some confusion as to what was now denied, what was now granted. So even though I've given a really good overview of it yesterday, let me quickly give you guys the little two-liner, right? The motion to intervene was denied, meaning John Deaton and the team will not basically get all the rights as kind of a second sort of defendant, as another party. What they will be able to do, however, is inform the court on motions and on anything, basically. They will not have the power to put up new motions or deny motions and all that stuff as another sort of defendant or another party. They will inform the judge. And why this is done? It's because if they were to actually enter, it would add so many more difficulties to the case, which I guess is not really reasonable, right? Do I make the decision on that? No. Am I the judge? No. But I can understand a little bit of where she's coming from, as it would basically have to go over all these new things. John Dean could put up all this new evidence, all these new motions, all this new stuff, blah, 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 blah. It would take another extra, let's say, half a year to resolve this case, which could be very annoying for all the parties involved. But again, the good side is that John Deaton and co., their opinions will and shall be used whenever a motion is not easily decided. And the judge also noted that Ripple and the XRP community have more in common, and that the expertise is most likely going to be needed on some specific issues. As again, guys, this is what the people are here for. She also noted a distinction between the SEC's goals and the people's goals, which is kind of funny, since the SEC's goals should be completely aligned with ours, as they are here to protect us. That's kind of interesting. Matt Hamilton said, so Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram still down, not anymore, but still down. You know what is never down? The XRP ledger. 66 million ledgers closed, one every 3 seconds, like clockwork. It's kind of funny how a lot of people were saying Bitcoin's never down, XP is never down. I guess another funny thing is that Solana was down, so you can't really make the joke for that one. But more importantly, guys, this type of stuff makes you reconsider just how important technology is that we are messing around with. And guys, if you are enjoying these daily crypto videos, the like button helps. You know, the subscribe button is cool if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, for example, or you want to see me in your feed. But the like button helps on algorithms like this. And I sometimes do wonder as well, what would a completely decentralized system look like? Everything should work with voting mechanisms, huh? Because I guess there's always this lingering threat of who regulates stuff on a platform like that. We have seen before in the past some social media platforms that are completely decentralized. It can never really go right though, because there's certain stuff which you don't want to have on there, and if there's complete freedom, it usually turns a little bit dark rather quickly if people are allowed to say everything that they want. And also the difficult part with that is, so you need a child-friendly filter then, I guess, because otherwise no children can use it because it could be filled with, nasty stuff. But then who's going to make that? Is it going to be a community vote? Yeah, but it's going to take a long freaking time, And what if people decide to troll together and basically ban, for example, because if it's community, people can vote or something like that. If that's the case, then it can actually come together and vote, for example, on very trivial things that need to be on there. For example, they can ban, a twinkle, twinkle, little star just because they're trolling, as an example. Or just they can ban... You guys get my drift? It's actually pretty difficult to get these decentralized systems working properly. Unless, I guess, you appoint one entity. But then again, the line between decentralization and centralization becomes kind of difficult there with these systems. So even though it's shown me yet again how dependent people are on this stuff, think about it for a second. What would happen if Google went down, huh? The entire world would just crumble for a little bit. All right, here were our trades. Here's the setup. For the XRP setup, by the way, there's really not that much which happened in terms of progress for XRP. It's basically still lingering in the triangle. A little bit more of a bullish bias. Why? Well, because we basically had higher lows. First low being right there, second low being right there, and now our third low, because again we're seeing basically a rejection of the support. I guess a formation of the support, I should say. A third low right now being there. So we got some exponential / increasing supports, while again also getting lower and lower resistances. I do wonder if the next retest for XRP is going to be the trend line yet again. I kind of consider it should be. So it's about $1.24 XRP as the next most important area. Then again, we are right now still hovering around the Fibonacci level. Again, we just got rejected again, still hovering around that area of the 0.618, which is often considered the most important area though, guys. So $1.07 is just a critical area for XP to get over, and we're still kind of waiting for that. Then the SEC sends an investigative subpoena to USDC issuer Circle. Very interesting, huh? So there have actually been a couple of talks about all these stable coins, but the problem is, or the cool part, depending on how you see it, they've been getting away with a lot of stuff for very freaking long. And I would even say it's about time that some questions are asked about stablecoins, because even though I like them and I use them, I do think they need to be regulated either a little bit more properly or just checked a little bit more properly by somebody. Just to make sure, and somebody not being one person, but some entity as in a legal body. To just make sure that they are properly backed in every way, shape, or form, and that the backing that they have is not that risky, because one slip up on an issuer like USDC, or I should say issuer circle for USDC, or Tether or anything like that, one small slip up and the entire crypto market just kind of vanishes for a little bit, or just kind of crashes like hard. There need to be some regulations on that, because people depend too much on it. At least that's my own thought process. And those are things that the SEC, for example, can actually investigate properly. So this type of stuff I'm not mad about, because it's, again, really for the protection of the consumer. You can't really say that this is a bad thing that they're doing. They're just investigating them or asking things. Yeah, that's a good thing. It just depends on how they go about litigation and making rules. But for Tether, I think the rules lie more in the traditional finance rather than the cryptocurrency finance, because these are not like decentralized tokens like these cryptocurrencies are. Bitcoin, by the way, of course, went above 50,000. Breaking, Bitcoin reclaims $50,000 for the first time since early September as traders turn greedy. Not really too much. So this is just a fear and greed index, right? I wouldn't say hold it too dearly. Don't hold this index too dearly. It's, again, a lagging indicator. It's not showing or there we go. Predicting the future. I don't know exactly what you can do with the information anyway. Really, I don't know what you can. So it says here, this is the first time Bitcoin revisited 50K since we saw the El Salvador adoption, September 7th. Once more, guys, I would say, you don't have anything. What can you do with the fear and greed index? You see, oh, people are like this or this today. So, and then what? That does not mean anything for what people are going to do tomorrow. So, not really my style. And then market collapse may come, but not in October, says chief market strategist. If we follow numbers, October usually is a very, very good month, and the next 2 months either as well. So following probability, we have a higher, again, I guess following historicals / probability in that sense as well. There's a higher chance that we're basically going to close the end of the year nicely. And then again, we do have a decision from the House, for example, on the infrastructure bill. We do have a couple more decisions in that nature as well. For example, on whether or not unrealized capital gains can also be taxed, and things more in that nature. We do have the decision on the ETF. If it's denied, that's not nice. And we do have a couple more decisions of that nature, basically. It can crash if we get any negative result in that sense. So, of course, I'm also looking out for that. I'm really, really wary. We got Jerome Powell's decision. We got a lot of things just coming up right now in the next couple of months. And so I'm definitely watching with a close eye or keen eye. And I'll be reporting whenever we get some more news. All right, guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. Make sure you check out Bybit. A link is down below. And Bitcoin back at 50,000, huh? What exciting times.